Psyche of the sale, taught. Taught. Does your buyer want taught? We've talked about this. Told, taught, tamed, tugged, teamed. Told, taught, tugged, tamed, teamed. Those are the 5 T's of the sale. The psyche of the sale. We're back on the psyche of the sale, the wired differently psyche of the sale. If you don't have the psyche of the sale, you're not going to sell. You're going to completely diminish your opportunity to sell certain people, not anytime, but all the time. That's just the way it is. We find out their pain. We find out what they want to buy. We do all the normal things that everybody else is doing, but we forget sometimes to find out the psyche of the sale, the psyche of the person that's buying. If we don't know the type of person that's buying, then how are we going to even give them the aspirin, right? We need to make sure we're talking in their language. We need to be speaking in their tongue, their native tongue, right? We talked about the buyer that wants to be told, but now let's talk about the buyer that wants to be taught. This buyer is a different breed. This is a different cat, man. This buyer does not want to be told. They don't want Todd Saylor to walk in there and say, hey, I'm the best cat on the planet. I'm going to show you why. Here's how, and I don't know why it's going to take this long, but this is really clearly what's going to happen, and I'm going to back you up for the rest of your life on this product. I'm always going to be here for you. I'm just telling you why. This is why we're so successful. They want that smidge of arrogance, that confidence of the complete told, because they want to move on to the next situation. But taught, though, taught's a little different. This buyer, they want to be taught. They want to be brought along in an educational process. We do the first call. We find out their needs assessment. We find out what type of person they are. We establish that they need to be taught. So now when we come back, we're not only going to give them some of their aspirin, not all of it, but we're going to have more questions for them, because we want them to understand that this is an educational process. This is not just a quick understanding. You need to understand that I'm here to teach you about my product. I'm not here to be arrogantly, supremely confident and move through this at a lightning pace or even a quicker pace, because we know that's what you want. We want you to understand that this second call and third call are demos. They are educational processes. We're literally extending the sales process because we want to build collateral information that will support the teaching of the product. Now, some people need more teaching than others, but literally, if you've established that the person needs to be taught, then we've got to stair-step the teaching process. We got to give them what they want, because we know what pain we want to solve, but that's secondary to the way they want to see it solved. We got to teach them. Why? We got to teach them because they want to be taught. It doesn't matter how you feel about the sale. It's how they feel about the sale and how they want to be sold. And if they want to be taught, then it's your job to teach them. Wired differently way of looking at a sale. We find out the pain and we find out how they want to be sold. In this particular case, someone wants to be taught, so we need to teach them. Regroup, go back with a lesson. Regroup, go back with a lesson. In a residual sale, you could have as many as 5 invitations to go back. You slowly move them through this process of teaching, and you slowly move to a close. You have to read the buyer, and you have to teach them to a close. We're not telling them to a close. We're teaching them to a close. We're teaching them to a close. Why? Differently.